I just have that dun 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 just going constantly after. I'm like, no. So, hello and good evening to more tales from the Lost Emporium.
Emporium.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're back. I have my voice back, so you don't just.
Yeah, you sound all better.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm a little bit snuffly, but I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm good enough for tonight to roll some dice.
Woo!
And it's his birthday this week, so
it is.
It's a
so you get an inspiration, right?
So
gets an inspiration.
Legendary action, I think, is what.
That's not funny. So level 3. This is not funny.
You're level 3, but you wanted to have a pet dragon. Not my fault. Smash.
Smash.
So, before we get into the smashing, let's have a very quick shout out for our wonderful, amazing sponsors. So, first of all, we have The Lost Boys Pizza. Yeah, I should do this as well. The Lost Boys Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah,
we're very traditional Italian pizzeria.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, and then although there was no bidding tonight, feel free to just throw some bids in for entertainment.
Just send me money
for stuff.
Just
send me money. Yep, we have a big thank you to Monkey's Emporium.
Yay! Woo!
And last but not least, it's Shade Class Games.
Yay!
Go and support your friendly local gaming stores, your bricks and mortar, the place where all us nerds used to go and hang out before, internet.
Internet.
Yeah. Before we could lock ourselves in rooms by ourselves and pretend to talk to people.
Which is much more comfortable.
Don't stand up, Gary. I understand what you mean. Don't stand up.
Yes. Oh, he's
got
it.
Okay. So, yeah. Do you know that it's a really off-putting background you have on G?
I used to have that toy. It was the best thing I could find. I didn't want to put Yuan-Ti. Yeah. Anyway, it's King Blitz, I think, isn't it?
We are diving into Storm King's Thunder, but first off, we need to get a little intro for our players, and we're going to have a little intro adventure for them to really work out if adventuring is their thing or not. Let's give them a bit of a little bit of a question in for them. But before that, let's meet our players. So I'm going to go from my top right. So Mr. Monkey.
Good evening. My name is Tony, and I am Raha. I am a wizard. I'm elf, maybe half. Who knows? Who knows what I am, really? I am a bit miserable, very, very dirty. Very dirty. Your mum would want to take me home and clean me. But I have a reason for living, and I'm with some people that are all out for the same thing. No revenge this time. Dollar!
That was epic.
Excellent. I like this because you guys now all don't have the backgrounds that you can talk about for your characters. So you all have to just come up with random bullshit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. All right. So next up in my right to leftness is the G-Man.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm Thustranik Opti Swami Derek Orsley, or Susie for those that don't have a proper reptile's tongue. I'm the healer, in inverted commas, of the party. The light cleric of Asgorath, the creator, the world serpent. I'm a Yuan-Ti pure blood, and I see anything that doesn't have scales as an inferior life form, basically, because reptiles will take over the world eventually, and we'll get there. I can bring the light, so it allows them to thermoregulate and just be that much quicker. formerly a pirate, and I'm just here healing them because well, it prolongs their suffering if I put them back together and send them off to fight again. And that's about all you need to know about Susie.
Awesome. Was it just me, or did anybody else when you went like you were thinking of something else to say? It just struck me like an online dating. You know when they used to send the little videos. I was going to say,
good sense of humour.
you know.
Yeah, good, dependable.
Long slithers on the beach.
Yeah,
it's all good. All good. Awesome. All right. Next up is our friend Large Susan.
Hello, I'm Pete, and I am playing Large Susan the Bastard. Large Susan is a Goliath who doesn't know much about where she came from, except for one thing, which is that she knows her half-brother, the other bastard of the group, Rahara, will always have her back. All you really need to know about Large Susan is that she likes to look a little bit like a panda, and she is forever just smoothing her hair. Because she just gets very anxious if her tiny little bit of hair isn't smooth. So that's why she's just always smoothing her hair, and why she's always got a little bow just there on the top of her head, basically. Why she's always got a little bow
Sorry, I had echoes then coming in. So, right, we're back. I know it was. Did you guys not hear that?
No.
Everything all of a sudden came booming through my speakers. So I was like,
that's Large Susan putting you in your place.
Yes.
She doesn't do it on purpose. She's just quite domineering, like physically. She's just quite large. She doesn't do it on purpose. Can't help being
That's
so
the
large.
rage. That's the accidental rage coming through.
Large Susan is too big for headphones.
Yep.
She can't be
There you
contained.
Amazing. All right. And then next we have our Dragon Drake Warden.
Yeah. So I am playing Ada, and she is a white dragonborn. Very much okay with being with the cold. With her little pet dragon Bolt, who is a lightning dragon. Because it just made sense in my brain. No reason, just made sense in my brain. That is what I'm going with. And yeah, she likes like scouting and like just being able to be quick on her feet and like just know that she's okay, looking around, make sure nobody sneaks up. Otherwise, she likes to just I have decided Gary on a hoard. And her hoard is just collecting unique things just from each town she goes, so that eventually when she has a hoard, it's just everything from different adventures. She doesn't care the importance. If it's very important or not, she will have it. She doesn't care. It will be when she sees it, it will be hers. That is her
that
hoard.
like spoons and thimbles?
It could be. Here's the thing. It could just be a really pretty spoon. It could also be a family jewel from a royal that she's like, nope, that's mine now. That's what I want for my hoard. And that is that's what she's gonna do. So if she takes her fancy, it's hers.
We'll see. We'll
We
see.
will see.
Last but not least, bringing up the rear, but ready to pound in.
Oh, that was loaded.
Hello. I am Dan. I'll be playing Squashy the Bugbear. He's your typical bugbear. Likes a scrap, likes money, honor. His main driving motivation is to get good favor with his father, Squishy the Bugbear, due to a clerical error in naming him Squashy. So the thing that annoys him the most is when people mention his name in a negative light. And just as a little callback to Gary's, I can't see you, but I bet you're all wearing smashing blouses.
Hey! Sarah Ferguson!
Sarah Ferguson. That is niche.
That is niche, but it's a niche we like.
Definitely.
Wicked. All right. So we have our adventurers. So let's dive in.
You said let's die.
Let's dive.
Let's die.
Let's die. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you are all sitting on a wagon, being driven out towards the Keep Woods. So the Keep Woods is quite notorious in hushed tones amongst adventurers. Every so often, there is, if you can find it, there's a camp there. It's said to be the birthplace for many a famous adventuring party. This is where they found their roots, where they formed those unbreakable alliances. Now, some of you know each other and some of you don't, and you're all together, and you get dropped off outside of the Keep Woods. So the Keep Woods isn't too far from Waterdeep. It's kind of northwest-ish, I think. And it's probably kind of early evening for you. As you are dropped off, you hear, just in kind of almost sort of muted tones, the sound of sort of drums, and almost kind of, if I say whiffs, you know, you can just catch a scent of something. You can just catch on the very tips of your ears the sound of a lute playing, and it just fades off into the forest as it goes. So before the wagon driver does anything and turns around and leaves, is there anything you want to ask, or are you all just together, been plonked down? You can tell us how your characters look, what their general demeanor would be.
I see you're finally awake. Got to make the Skyrim reference. Have to do it. We're in a wagon. It has to be done.
References.
Yes. Pop culture.
She thinks she's funny as Dragonborn.
Oh, I'm fucking hilarious.
So yeah, Susie's feeling a bit tired, and he's like, "Oh, you know, sun's going down. We should be looking for somewhere to rest up, somewhere warm to carry." I've heard these Keep Woods. You know, the birth of many an adventuring party. I hear tale that the Revengers started off in these woods, but
they're a bunch of idiots. Are you heard about it? A bunch of idiots.
They've got this scarecrow that doesn't fucking shut up.
I heard they only got revenge once.
But what a revenge it was.
Yeah. I'm very curious.
Okay.
You know where we meant to be going, chap? Because we've been on this car for hours. They said come this way. Susan, just keep your eyes out because I don't trust this situation, Chuck.
Susan opens her eyes.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking for opportunities to make a little bit of money.
Well, in the all, that's what it's like.
Okay.
Coin sounds good. Sounds good to Susie.
Okay. So, whilst you guys have all said this, the wagon drivers kind of goes, spits on the floor, and he's like, "I'll be here tomorrow if you're around," and kind of flicks his chains, and off he plods and does a slow, kind of even slower than normal, it feels like, circle as you're all stand there and watch him go round.
Does he not do a 3-point turn?
What? And his horse goes beep, beep. It just slowly goes round and then drives off.
And it's always right where we're standing, and we keep having to move as a group.
Yep. This vehicle is reversing.
Could I? So we've got woods in front of us, and it's like, well, I guess there's clearly some idiot playing music over there. We should go and see them. But I would also like to have a poke around and see if there's any wildlife nearby. In particular, I'm after a fellow snake.
Okay. Shit,
But I mean, I'm not after a perception modifier. Is there any likely places that I would know, being part reptilian, that snakes would would have vested up for the day, and if there's many snakes in this area.
Give me a survival roll.
Cool. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. It's a +2. It could be. That's a 7.
Okay, so it's not so much. So it's not so much that you don't know. It's just that there's not
my
really
connection's gone.
there's not really places here for it to. Oh yeah, yes.
I'm back.
Susie's frozen. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, so it's less that you. It's less that you don't know where there'd be places for the snakes. It's just that the area is unfamiliar, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Deeper into the woods, it's going to be a bit warmer. There's going to be places that you could go, but there's nothing that kind of stands out because it's an unfamiliar area.
Oh, good.
At the risk of insulting Susie, because we don't really know each other, I try and be helpful and start looking under rocks and old logs, rotten bits of wood, and say this is normally where I find snakes. When I'm particularly hungry, I just whip up a rock and grab a bite to eat.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Squashy.
You're more than welcome.
I know it's given that last week it was told how annoyed he gets when anybody calls him squishy.
No, doesn't mind. Did you call me Squashy? It's all right to call me Squashy. Just don't ask why. Don't call me Squishy. Squashy is fine. That is my name, even though it upsets me. But it's if people play on why are you called, if questions are asked or inference is given that Squashy is somehow a non-heroic warrior-like name, so you can call me Squashy because that is my name.
Okay.
So I forget, what are we looking for? I don't understand what's happening.
I'm looking for snakes because Susie asked.
Oh.
And
Why do you want
I've realised that I've left my my coin purse in the wagon, so I'm pretty much stuck with you guys, and I have no money. I have to make myself useful for the team.
Why are we looking for snakes?
Well, I'm quite hungry.
Oh.
Like Susan doesn't know, but she just picks up a boulder.
No. I try and pick up a slightly bigger boulder and realise it's not going to happen, and then
Is this swamp terrain for Squashy's benefit? Is this swamp terrain?
This is not swamp terrain. No, this is outer woodland terrain, I would imagine.
This is a mountain terrain for squirrels. Got it. I'm going to argue.
So you're heading into the woods.
Venturing?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Like,
Into
have
the
we been
woods.
told
Towards
why
the
we're
sound of the
here?
music?
Or have we just been told go to the woods? And we've all gone, yeah, that seems like a great idea.
Yeah, it's to see if we're cut out for the adventure in life. I think we all know what the answer really is.
Sure.
Maybe this scars you so much that Okay, so you guys head into the forest. I would like one of you can decide who is taking point, but one of you needs to make me a survival check.
I've got +4.
Yeah, send the ranger. Send the ranger first.
Which one, though?
ranger's
Dan,
looking.
Dan, what do you... Oh,
I've got +2.
right,
I've put all my eggs in the stealth basket again.
Dan does one trope and one trope only.
But don't worry, he does it very poorly. It's fine.
Only this time he doesn't get sneak attack for it.
He forgot he had it last time. It's fine.
Can I send my Drake out to help me? Like, can he have advantage if my Drake is flying above to help?
No, you're in a forest.
God damn it! Fine. So, oh God, I'm gonna go phone.
Is it just me, or is Sherry sounded like one of the chipmunks?
What's going on with the good actions tonight? Crazy.
I know it's
Right,
every
try
time
now.
you click on
Hold
the
on.
dice, in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, the dice
So-
is just really fucking up computers. I've closed down
Oh,
D&D
really?
Beyond. I'm just using my phone. I'm just using my
16.
phone.
You
Right.
got a 16. I can see.
I saw 16.
Hey,
All
I'll
right.
go with that.
Cool. So you start to head further in, and yeah, between the sound of the music playing that slowly gets louder as you weave your way towards where you think you kind of pick up different parts of undergrowth that's been disturbed, so kind of extra squashed bits of moss, twigs that have been snapped, typical Aragorn style. You kind of bend down, pick up a bit of dirt, rub your fingers, and then be like, oh no, it's back this way. And you kind of weave your way through. You come across a scene where there is an opening around the woods, a bit of a grove, and within that grove there is a small pond with bits of kind of a moonlight that shines down onto it, and you can see the kind of dragonflies and things buzzing around over the top, and there's a chorus, a soft melodic chorus that sways with a bunch of shrubs that are kind of by the side of the pond. And the longer you stand there, this music's quite nice, and it's it feels quite comforting. Do you do anything to disturb whatever's happening? Do you go and investigate? Do you speak to them or it? Or do you
Don't
just
trust-
carry on by?
I don't trust the music.
And to
Do
point
not
out, this
trust.
is like there is something in there that is making this. This isn't the drums and the lute music. This is like almost like a choir that's kind of singing in unison together.
Gary, was that you making that pun? Is that you? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Which phase should we go? Do not trust
I
the
mean,
music.
I want to know, are the frogs all going dum 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 dum?
It's not, but there are no fae there either. I will give you that for free.
Okay.
I'm not looking for Faye.
No, you're looking for snakes.
Yeah.
Right, I guess I look back to the party and go like, are we going to figure out where this music's coming from? We just ignoring it.
You can walk straight past this. You don't have to interact. So there are options there. And just
Someone's going to have
presenting you
to
with
drag Large
opportunities.
Susan. Someone's going to have to drag Large Susan past it because she really likes the music and is just swaying and having a little dance. So if you want us to walk on, you're going to have to pull her away from it.
It's not every day you come across an illegal rave in the woods. We should definitely go and check it out.
It's making me nervous. If it's quite angelic sounding, we might be dead, and we're just getting closer to heaven.
Oh God!
So you guys want to go You guys want to go investigate the music?
I think Large Susan's already halfway there.
Yeah, I feel like Large Susan's already decided this.
She's just
Large
dancing.
Susan is like
Large
Large
Susan's
Susan
already
is like a
practiced.
toddler in Disneyland. She just needs someone to take her by the hand and lead her in any direction.
Yeah.
That's what will happen.
Rahara, you're
Control your
Large Susan.
sibling.
Yeah.
You're my Dracula. You're the kimchi to my Kamala.
Because whatever she wants to do, it makes her happy.
How
Just don't make her angry. Because when
how
she's angry, you wouldn't like her when she's angry.
how in the woods from a cart has Large Susan got hold of glow sticks? That's what we need to know.
And
It's
which
two
is
He's
fireflies.
just grabbed some fireflies and squeezed them like that, so they've gone.
They burst all over her face. Now she's got rave paint on her panda makeup.
Is there water there? Is it like the edge of the? Is it like an edge of a pond?
Yeah. So this pond has got this moonlight that's kind of shining down on it, and all around one side of it, it's like a big, like a mini grove of shrubs that are all kind of gently swaying in this breeze. That's not there now. You've noticed, and there's this kind of choir-like chorus coming.
Can I make some kind of check to see if I know what they are?
You can. Let's give me a nature roll.
Oh man, I don't know what they are anyway. I'll do a quick nature roll. Nature. Okay, that's not bad.
14.
14.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
So this is a rare occurrence that you've seen so far in your short life, but you do know that there are some stories of little groups of awakened shrubs that, when they are together and they're going through their light cycle, that they get, as they've gathered their energy in towards the evening, they sing quite nicely together. However, if disturbed, can be not necessarily dangerous, but can put you off coming closer if feel threatened.
How close is large Susie got? How close? Is
So you're all probably like 25, 30 feet away. You know, I would say if Susan's walking closer to it, I'm saying she's no more than 20 feet away at the minute.
Are we staying or going, Rahara?
Okay. I say to lad Susan, be careful. These plants bite.
Biting shrubs. I don't want no shrubs. She stops dancing and turns around slowly.
I genuinely thought you were about to burst out into no scrubs.
Yeah.
Saying I don't want no shrubs.
I was waiting for the next line.
I was like,
Because a shrub.
I don't want no shrubs.
The shrub is a plant that thinks it's lonely.
All right. So, are you going to do anything with the shrubs? Or are we walking on? We're pressing on.
I think we're pressing on.
We're pressing on. Oh,
Susan wants to leave. Susan's not happy. We gotta keep.
Susan wants to leave after the biting shrubs. All right, Susan, you walk off. Give me a survival roll, please.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because you follow Susie.
Last one. 16 is the roll of the day, apparently.
Wonderful. Aha. Okay. So you head off in a direction where people say, people are going, I think the music's coming from that direction. You seem to be walking off in kind of a bit of a tangent, but as they're just about to call you back, you open up again into another open area of this woods, which now you're inside and you're thinking about it also. The woods is somehow bigger on the inside than it seemed on the outside. But nevertheless, in front of you is a small kind of, I would say probably no more than 2 feet off the ground, but very wide toadstool. And on that toadstool, there are 6 different bottles with various different liquids in them.
Ooh.
You have a clear liquid with red flakes. You have a blue liquid with a green swirl. Looks almost milk-like. You have a lumpy cream that has a sour smell.
Oh, like that.
You have a green, kind of a grass green one that has a hint of mint as you take a smell. A purple ooze-like liquid with an aniseed hints. And there is a red liquid with a stopper on. It's the only one with a stopper on.
You said there was red flakes in the clear one. What did that one smell like?
The clear
And
with
and
red
the bluer one.
flakes is so the blue one is like milk, and the red one is like oatmeal.
Cool. Oh,
There's
we're all
nothing
taking
else
a fucking
around.
drink of this, and let's be honest, we're
There's
all
nothing
curious
else around,
fuckers.
and there's
I'm immediately going to grab the one that smells like
Could I
mint.
cast?
Oh, sorry,
Roll.
Susie. Hunger strikes, and
Wait,
it's
you're-
like
Dun, 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 dun.
like catnip to a bear. I'm going for the mint one, and I've knocked it back before you guys even noticed.
Which one have you gone for?
Minty.
The green one.
The mojito.
Minty.
The mojito.
Excellent.
Mojito.
Okay. Make me a D6 roll, please, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a table. There's a
Here
table.
we go. Well, that's it. The rest of us can do it too.
Badger.
It's 16. How's that happened? A 4. 4.
A 4. You take this drink, and although it's a little bit grainy, it does give you this refreshing mint kind of aftertaste, and you feel slightly invigorated. You, sir, can take an advantage on a next roll.
Nice.
I'd like to point out that is your very next roll, so choose what you choose to do wisely.
Understood.
Ooh.
Understood. I'm quite smug. I turn around and I say, "Let it be known to everyone you meet from this point onwards that Squashy the Bugbear has excellent taste and immaculate decision-making skills."
I, however, while he was doing that, was busy ferreting around for stuff and starting to mutter things and swirl my hands. And I brought up a little piece of like jade glass and held it up. Now I'd like to cast Detect Magic, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. All of them.
You're
are
gonna
magical.
ask for schools of magic for stuff, aren't you?
Yep.
And
I hated this.
they're all invocations. There you go. Next.
They're all glowing.
So they all do give off a magic, I guess. So if I would say they're like anything, though, they're alchemy. They're not.
Magic in terms.
It's a random table, so I'm not going to tell you by school of magic what is on that random table. But they all do something. It's just whether you choose a good one or a bad one.
I'm 100% choosing one, but I feel like I should give Susan the choice of which one Susan wants first, because I don't want to upset Susan. So, large Susan, would you like a drink?
Large Susan looks at Rahara and says, "Is it going to be spicy? I don't like spicy."
You'll be okay. Just pick carefully, and you've got a strong. Just don't die. God.
No dying. No dying. No dying. She closes her eyes and reaches out and grabs one of them, and it's a red one.
The one with the lid on, or the red flake?
Or the flakes.
Let's go with flakes.
Red flakes.
sparkling.
Clear
And
oatmeal. It's oatmeal as well.
He says under
It
his
is.
breath. Ra says under his breath, "I knew she'd pick that one." It's the sparkle.
It is the sparkles. There's lots of sparkles.
I like sparkles.
Okay.
Well, there was a blue swirly one, a blue swirl sparkle one.
Those flakes are chili flakes.
Red flakes. Red flakes.
Spicy.
So you drink it, yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, so with this one, my friend, you gain 7 temporary hit points.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Woo!
Again, you drink it and you get this warmth. It's like that oatmeal breakfast you have when you're a kid and you feel all warm and fuzzy inside and everything feels good and you feel, you're there. Next.
I'll grab the red liquid with the lid on it.
Cool.
I'm
So,
yeah, here we go.
what do you take the stopper off?
No, at the moment I'm lifting it. I'm
Okay.
lifting. I'm holding it. I'm lifting it. I'm gonna wait to see what the other two pick before I.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can't block. You can't block a choice and go, "I'm having this one."
But you can
I'm
have
not
it.
opening it. Yeah,
You
okay.
can have it if you want it. There we go.
I'm totally. I was going to go for the lumpy green one anyway.
Would
But,
you?
if we
Yeah.
want this one opening, I'm down for that. Yay! Flick the top off.
I was more thinking it's the only one with the lid. We could have saved it for later.
Who's doing what?
It's Susie's drinking. She's taking the red one off me and drinking it.
Okay,
Oh,
so you take the
take it
stopper
away.
off, and as soon as you take the stopper off, you hear as this kind of dying moan comes out. You take the drink.
Yep, of course.
Give me a D6.
2.
2. Well,
Drop dead.
Okay. Well, no, I don't. So I don't think this is that bad. So
There we
you
go.
have advantage on your very next attack roll.
Ooh.
However,
Yeah.
you also have advantage on the very next attack on you.
Cool.
Ah, okay, so it's like reckless attack.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, how are you doing a shot with me?
Right. So that
Yeah,
one's
I'll take
gone.
whatever's left.
Well, we've got the blue swirl, the purple ooze, and the lumpy cream.
So there's 3 left, yeah?
Yep.
I'll have the blue swirl.
Okay. I love the purple.
The
Now,
blue with the green swirl, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So that is Rahara.
I'll have the purple ooze one. Who knows?
Okay.
Hold on. Squashy, do you want a second? You still hungry? Do you want a second drink? And I put the cream one in front of me.
Very, very kind of you. I smashed that back without even thinking about it.
There we
Done.
go. There we go. So we all have one.
At
Okay,
last,
so-
some respect for Squashy. He's loving it.
You know that one friend everybody has out in town where they're like, mate, drink this. What is it? Don't know. Just
Am I
drink
correct
it.
in assuming this doesn't count? Just to make sure it doesn't fucking. This doesn't count as advantage on his next roll if it's just a D6, right?
No,
Yes,
correct. This way,
Yeah. Okay.
I say, Bushy, you're almost there. It's that friend who you say, take this. They then take it and they say, what was that? As opposed to, what is this?
Yes.
drip, drip, drip.
Right, we're all rolling.
Right.
I mean,
You
Squashy,
couldn't
if you
give
thought of
it-
taking a bite out of the toadstool as well.
You couldn't give us a roll table and not have us drink every single one.
No, that's absolutely fine. I am all for this and more. So I'll just make bigger tables next time.
Yes.
I would just like
okay.
to point out, if I may, that during our Call of Cthulhu stream, I went round drinking drinks that had been left everywhere, and it caused a storm. And we've just wandered a wood, found some liquids lying around, knocked them all back. Not a peep from anybody.
I'd like to point out,
Because
I'm embracing the madness straight out.
Yeah. Can I also point out though, you drank somebody's half-drunk cup of tea. None of these are half-drunk, and
They were
none of these are
unstoppered.
somebody else's. None of these are somebody else's cup of tea.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out there are so we've had 2 rolls on the D6 table, yeah. So you've now got a 50-50 chance for something not quite as good.
Mhm.
So just be prepared. If you get something you don't like, it ain't my fault, right?
Squashy rolls next.
Or should we all just roll? Should we all just roll at the same time and see what happens?
Doesn't that mess the table up if everyone?
But that's Bushy's problem to deal with.
That is true.
That's fine. I will just give you whatever I decide then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So who wants to go first?
Squashy did call it. Are we giving it to Squashy?
Squashy. Okay.
Squashy can have it.
So you smash this back down. For Squashy, he may quite like the taste because it smells like kind of soured milk and vomit. It's a bit lumpy. You know, it's got some things in there you can chew. It's, you know,
Always a good
yeah.
thing.
Give me that D6 roll, my friend.
It's delicious. It tastes like it's already been eaten. That'll be 6.
Wonderful.
I'm hoping that evens is good because so far.
Aha. So the after effects of this sour cream are slightly different to ones you may have got, similar to Large Susan, but not quite. You have disadvantage on your very next attack. However, you smell incredibly like vomit. So you also get disadvantage on anyone attacking you for their next attack.
Oh.
But I always smell
Okay.
like vomit. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, next.
It's up to you, Johnny. Do you want to go? You choose.
Yeah, no, I'll go last. I'm going last. Can I collect
Okay.
all the bottoms up, please, Mr. Bushy, as well as the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I collect the
Components.
empty?
yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I'll neck back this purple ooze.
Okay. Oh, well, the purple ooze is not one that you roll for. It's just a straight out. You get an extra spell slot.
Oh, nice. That's handy. What's level?
We need more of
So,
these tables in our lives. I'm sorry, this is great.
Yeah.
So no higher than first level, but you
That's
know,
fair. I've only
I
got
don't know.
I've only got first level spells.
Yeah,
So I just get 1 temp spell slot.
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And then the last one, my friend, is a d6 roll, please. And to be fair, if you roll one that's rolled before, I'm just taking the next one down. I'm not making you roll again.
So what numbers does he have left?
1, 3, 5.
Yeah.
Just roll until you get a nod.
One.
Yay.
Hey.
Okay.
Dark Souls, you died.
Yeah. It'll do 6 damage and kill the wizard.
It's actually, I think, the worst one that could have happened for the wizard, to be honest. So you drink it, you start talking, and you get really high pitched, and it's like helium. Your voice starts to squeak, and then as you kind of stop, your mouth seals. Not that it disappears; it's just that your lips won't open. And I need you to give me a D10 roll, please.
This will be the hours.
I thought the worst thing to happen to a wizard would be that their sleeves become invisible, like transparent. You can see underneath their robe.
A D10, yes, please.
Now I'm really curious what the other two could have been, though.
Or you might get them on something else, so you know.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So yeah, your friend,
9 hours,
your
right?
friend, the wizard, has got his lips sealed. So any verbal requirements for his spells to cast, you're not going to be able to cast them.
For how long?
9 hours.
Is it 9 hours?
Well, it's a long time. I mean, if somebody had a D spell, then you know, remove curse, anything like that.
That's way too high for the for the.
But for now,
Oh, go
maybe
on.
you just you carry on.
Well, I mean, I would pull out a dagger. We can open up another hole in his face.
What about this toadstool? Squashy, do you want to eat the toadstool?
I'll have a go at it. Can I have a little? Can I have a little?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It tastes remarkably like mushrooms.
Johnny is currently looking at all the spells he can't cast.
Yeah.
Most of them. Yeah.
Does Rahara look distressed?
Nah, I'm not that bothered. To be honest with you, you can't even
Okay.
tell it's happened because I am a dirty bastard. I smell worse.
It's more with my experience in battle previously of Large Susan. This might become problematic because Large Susan only really listens to Rahara, and now Rahara can't say it.
Yep.
This is true. Lord Susan is already getting a little bit antsy at the fact that she can't hear his voice.
Well, I'm breaking off a bit of this toadstool and tucking it in my jacket for later on because this is delicious.
Excellent. There's no additional properties to said toadstool that you're aware of.
Well, that says you. I'm tripping balls over here, but that's fine.
All right. So, who's leading the way out from this? There is one more person that needs to make a survival check, whoever is taking lead point.
you want me to do it? I've got a. Unless,
Go for it.
Got to be a ranger, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it needs to. It should be a ranger, really. Yeah. We've got
Okay.
2, especially.
I'm full of mushroom and smelling of vomit. Let's do it. 20.
Also, if somebody goes to attack you, it's as a surprise, they get disadvantage. So
It's true.
But also, so do I. Oh yeah, there's a lot of weirdness going on with advantage and disadvantage, isn't there? Okay.
but you get advantage on your next roll, so wouldn't that just like? Oh, that's next roll. That's not attack roll.
Oh shit!
So you
I
had
just used my-
advantage
I just
on
used
that
my next
slide.
roll.
Advantage.
Yeah.
I used my next roll and it was really good. Oh, I'll roll again and it won't be as good.
It's still advantage, so you still take the higher.
No, I know it's just a complete waste. So I get 18 or 20. What an absolute tragedy! 20. So long.
Okay,
So long,
well-
minty treat.
And here the party needs to pay attention. So, absolutely, you wander off and you head further in the music, and there's smells of meat starting to come through. And once more, you open up onto an open glade within the wood. This is much larger, and there are 3 caravans kind of at the far end, and in the middle there is a lone, quite large figure, kind of sat on the steps of the wagon leading down. If you think the kind of old school Romany caravan type jobs, so they sat at the end there. There's a fire pit and quite a nice fire roaring away in the middle of it, and all the way around this kind of open glade, there's little stanchions put in with lanterns hanging off them, dotted kind of around in the circle. So it's quite well illuminated, given that it's quite late on now. And over the far end, as I say, you see this figure kind of sat, hand on one knee, resting, long dark hair, short tusks sticking out from her jaw. This is an orc female that, as you approach, and she's like, "Ha! I knew there'd be more coming. So, welcome. You want to be adventurers, I see. Step forward, step forward. Don't be shy."
We'll step forward.
I see that none of you are quite as talkative. Maybe it's the one who's having some trouble over there speaking, huh? Is he the leader of the group? Who thinks themselves ready to lead this merry band?
I mean, at least 3 of us, I would say.
I mean, greetings. What a lovely evening to be out for a stroll. You seem quite comfortable over there.
The fire is always welcome to adventurers. And I understand that is exactly why you're here, for adventure, yes?
Why, yes.
Well, then you've come to the right place. And she gives this really kind of toothy grin, and these tusks, as she pulls back kind of her lips, these tusks are quite big, but as she closes her mouth again, they are just protruding out.
My grandma, what big tusks you have.
I give Susie a little nudge and turn so that she can't see me. So she can't see me, and I say, "She's beautiful."
Squashy, she likes the look of you too.
I pick up a stick. I pick up a stick and jam a bit of my mushroom to the end of it, and just start roasting it over the fire, showing her I'm a man of many abilities.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. If only there was a cooking roll. You can make a survival roll, though. You know,
You might make a survival roll in case I kill myself every time I eat something. 5.
Okay. So this fire is a little bit hotter than what you think, and you start to burn the edges before you realise. But you recover it, and you can eat. You're fine.
just
But,
catches fire and drops off. Right?
Do you not stick a tongue out and put the flame out?
No, I write my name in the as if it's a sparkler, like Zorro.
So, you all have come together, whether you're known to one another or brought here by chance. This is where indeed all adventurers come to start their journey. We've had many like you through here who have thought they seek their fortune. And she kind of starts to give you this piercing look as she looks to each of you. Or is it fame you're after? The glory, wanting to be loved? Or is it purely greed?
Oh, greed. Yes, definitely greed.
Well, it matters not to me. Your task here is quite simple. Off through those woods there is a keep. Inside there is, quite well placed, a jewel. I say a jewel, it's more a coloured stone. You'll know it when you see it. It is of absolutely no value except for those that bring it back to me within the night. If you are successful and you get this back to us within the evening, well, my friends, Marla will give you an opportunity that you have not had until now.
What's
She
her
will
name?
give you, Marla,
Marla.
she will give you the opportunity of fame or fortune.
Very well. I see you are a master of this task. So, Taskmaster, we will head off and complete the task for you in the most heroic and awesome way that it's ever been done. Clearly,
Raha just rolls his eyes.
Squashy's already backing towards where we're going, being like, "Come on, let's get it done." While he's singing to himself, "Mama, mama, mala."
Funny.
Well, she walks like a bugbear and talks like an orc.
I should warn you before you all fare off. Be prepared. There are things that go bump in the night out there.
I mean,
Maybe
They
they'll
should
have to
look where
twist
they're
their
going.
head or two off.
We all look at large Susan and go,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
And
Are we going, guys?
So we're looking for a coloured stone
Hmm.
in a keep somewhere.
Hmm.
And that's all we've been given.
Off into the woods.
Let's go.
well, Era, how large is your dragon at the moment?
It's Ira, and it's
Ira. Ira.
I know it's Welsh. I know. At the moment
Ira.
it's tiny. So at the moment it's not a big dragon at all. Hold on, let me get it. It stats up here.
What's it with the Welsh contingent? It's like Ira, Tarara.
So right now it's tiny because when it goes level up, it goes to medium. Yeah, so it's not even it's small right now.
It's a small
Is it?
dragon at the minute, isn't it?
So it's
Yeah.
less than 10 feet.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
small,
But-
like it's small enough that basically I can hold it.
Okay. And may I pet it?
Sure, I'm not gonna. I don't know how Bolt will react, for sure.
Okay. I would like to pet it and cast light on it so that it emits a blue light with a cantrip.
That'd be cool.
All right. I mean, I'm assuming that your Drake has no issues with this, or does it try to bite off its?
It might freak out.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. Like, I think it just like it's nervous, but it's like I'm allowing it, so it's fine. Like,
Cool.
yeah, she asked permission first, so you know it's all good.
All right.
It's like when the dog stops to look at the owner to check it's okay before they can go and do something.
And then it goes, shit, I'm glowing.
Wow!
And how's the zoom is for the next 5
Yes,
minutes?
100%. And then we have another sparkler light show, except it's just bolts just going crazy in the sky.
Is that what you're saying? That you touch this dragon, it turns blue, and then just zoom, it's gone.
But yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll last for an hour.
Oh,
So
nice.
we've got a blue light.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Do any of us have dark vision? Who doesn't have dark vision?
I haven't got dark vision.
I don't know if I
Have I?
do. I don't think I do. I'm so used to playing Victoria. I'm like, I don't know.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah, no. So that's actually really handy. Thank you.
I think I can see in the dark.
I can see.
I
in the
know.
dark, but
I
don't
know
like the
Johnny
dark.
can. Elves can. I know that much.
If I can't see, oh yeah, I've got dark vision, 90 feet. If I can't see in the dark, then Gloomstalker is incredibly misleading. Is it like
that's
that?
what,
He stalks like that in the gloom. Just
But you're a blind fighter, though, aren't you? So it doesn't matter. You don't want to be seeing.
Squashy the Bugbear makes no sense.
You can't see him.
Oh God, Squashy is John Cena.
In the distance, they hear. "Rah, ba, 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 ba."
And he only uses 4 moves.
Yeah. Right. Then
Okay.
Bolt is just gonna. Yeah, Bolt's gonna take off in a direction, and then I'll follow. And I guess we're just gonna follow.
Follow
Oh, yeah,
the blue
if
light.
there's a blue light in the sky, Lord Susan is walking after it.
It's a blue
Yeah.
bear along the path.
Okay. So you head out towards, and there is indeed a camp. Takes you about an hour to get to. A castle. It's more of a kind of a rundown keep, I would say. Now you've heard of Rassalanta Keep, and this is within this area. Whether this is actually Rassalanta Keep, you're not quite sure. But it is quite heavily run down. There's, vines creeping through it. There's bits of rubble kind of knocked off. And where half of this keep is, and you can see broken through as the vines have kind of knocked bits of stone out the way. You can see it kind of go up, and you can see the wooden trusses and bits of broken boards. And there's a bit of a light. And make me... you can all make a perception check.
I have just realised because it's a
Is
little
there a
drake,
sorry,
it can't fly. Yeah, it can't fly yet.
Oh,
Drake can't fly
you can
yet.
just
Lord
run really
Lord
quick.
Susan is holding it
runs
up.
really
Lord
fast.
Susan is holding
Okay.
it up.
There we go.
Lord Susan picked it up and then.
Can you fly, Bobby?
I was looking at it and I went, oh, it's not until when it turns medium does it gain wings because it's still a baby dragon. It's like a bird that just can't fly yet. It walks everywhere.
At least it's blue.
It is
something.
blue.
Perception.
Right,
21,
perception
22.
checks.
Yes, please.
21 for perception. 21 for perception. Is there a clear path, or is it like is it matted clothes? Is that what we're saying?
Squashy
say that
sees
again, sorry.
nothing.
What happens if you roll a 1 on perception? You poke yourself in both eyes at the same time.
You fall over it. You fall over nothing and splat in a muddy puddle. Yeah.
You're thinking of Marla.
Yeah. So in this instance, not much because it was a group. It's a group role rather than an individual that I was after. So the group collective.
Okay.
Oh, we all did
at
badly.
some point,
Large Susan.
I feel a hand on my head, just turning it and face the right way because I've looked in the wrong direction.
So, what you guys see at the front of this keep, again, these large, broad stone steps that lead up. And now you can see the keep in its kind of full picture. It is nothing but kind of one tower, basically, that's kind of upright with some stone steps leading into it and a door, quite a big door at the base. But in front of that, again, there is a figure with its hand planted on its knee with its waiting. However, this one has its sword drawn And in its other hand, it's sat waiting and looks up. And as it stands up, it does the kind of, cracking of their neck, swinging the sword around, looking very cool, and starts towards you. Guys, make me a fucking initiative roll.
Initiative.
Hey.
Hooray! First combat.
Oh shit, 21.
I got a 20 plus 3. 23.
Nice.
I've forgotten what the terminology
Nice.
is.
Nat
What does that
20.
mean?
And that's
You
20.
critted.
And nat
You
20.
critted.
Thank you. Yes. 23. Susie, it shows your whole name when you roll, and it almost goes the whole way across my screen. It's really good.
You still can't speak it unless you have a forked tongue.
I do not.
Why did Susie roll an investigation check?
Did I?
Yeah,
Because
why
I'm
did
doing
you
it on
roll
my
that, not
phone.
initiative?
Fuck tongue. There you see.
Yeah.
There
There
we
you go. That's better.
I mean, it's not, but yeah.
There we go. Save. Thank you. For some reason, it was bringing through old information.
Just so
your-
I know, am I tracking my arrows, Bushy?
No, I'm not that mean.
Okay, thank you. I just needed to know now before I start trying to track them.
No. Oh Jesus, no! Because otherwise, I'd have to start tracking shit, and that's never going to work.
I'm
well.
not gonna lie. Whenever there's a ranger in any party I've run, I've gone. You come across a dead party. There is a quiver of never-ending arrows that you somehow find, and every single dead person if there's a ranger in the party. 'Cause I'm like, I am not
Right, well,
dealing with that shit.
Right. It has, for some reason, not populated your things in. So let me just get them from you again. So Squashy, you got 23, right?
Yes.
No crit. Rahara?
9.
Oh, I thought you were just being in character that you could talk.
Ira?
9, yeah.
Ira?
I have got 16.
16. Large Susan?
21.
21. Susie?
8.
8. Okay, wonderful. So, as the bandits, as the bandits step forward, and he's kind of walked forward with his sword, you guys are about 23 feet away from each other. If you think the way that it's kind of a big dirt path leading up to it, it's not a wall or anything. So either side is kind of roughage ground, mossy, kind of normal woodland ground. But this is quite a well-worn dirt path leading right up to the keep. Squashy, you're up first with Large Susan. You're next in line.
Yeah.
I mean, are we going all in, guys?
You're first, you decide.
Oh, this was like a lot of responsibility.
You do have disadvantage, I will say.
Yes.
But so do they, so.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, DM. How far away am I?
So you're just under 25 feet away at the minute. So you could easily make it to him with your speed.
And they've got their weapon drawn.
They've got their weapon drawn, yes.
That's an act of aggression. All in. So I'm heading towards them with my sickle drawn.
Your sickle.
Yeah. It's not the best thing I've got, but I just want to smack someone with a sickle.
Are you going to gather some herbs on the way?
Yeah. Okay.
Harvesting more mushrooms.
Yes.
Some
Okay.
nettles and rub it in his face.
This isn't great so far. So 14 to hit, but I'm on disadvantage, aren't I? So I need to roll again.
Yeah.
21. So 14.
Okay. Sadly for this one, 14 does not hit him. You swipe forwards and the edge of the sickle with its curved blade brushes and he stands there confidently with a kind of riposte as it just kind of skirts past his eyes, and he never breaks eye contact with you. As he gives a grin, his kind of toothless, mangled grin with bits of bits of meat kind of stuck between the two teeth that he has left, and he's like, yeah, unfortunately, you just miss.
I will say as well. Oh, sorry.
No.
You need to add Drake to the combat initiative. It takes his turn immediately after mine.
Yes. So just take it straight after yours. Yeah.
Yeah,
It goes on your
I
turn
didn't
for
know if
everything,
yeah, I
right?
didn't. Well,
yeah.
it's its own turn, but it also has to take. I don't know, but I didn't know if you wanted to add it in on the combat. Just as a reminder as well, you can technically hit it as an option, so it's like.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've already got plans for this for future combats.
The shining blue light as a distraction. Sorry, carry on, Dan.
Can I use my 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action, or was my getting there my bonus action?
No, so you're getting there was part of your normal movement.
Okay.
But so 2-weapon fighting, you could take a second swing, but basically you don't get your proficiency added on, right? Because so everybody has 2-weapon fighting abilities. It's just that you don't get the additions to.
You don't add your ability modifier to damage the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that that's just for the damage if I hit though? That's not for the actual trying to hit bit.
No, so you don't get your mod. So it's just like a flat D20. Is my understanding.
Okay.
I will have a quick look, but
well, I've got a hand axe. I'm going to give it a go. Might as well. I'm standing there. Yeah. D20 me up, baby. Wish I hadn't done that. 6.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Sure. No. So I mean, from 2-weapon fighting, from what it says, it doesn't say anything about the attack mod. So yeah, fine.
Doesn't matter. 11
ability modifier. Okay. Well, that also misses. So yeah.
That surprises me. If 14 missed, how could 11?
Okay. Cool. So, anything else?
Yeah. Look embarrassed. Look sheepish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shit.
Cool. Okay. So, Large Susan, you're up with the bandit captain next in line.
Okay. So he's got closer to us. How close is he to me now?
Yeah. No. So Squashy's kind of gone up that extra 23 feet, taken a couple of swings at him and missed, and he's not budged. So you're still 23 feet away.
Okay. At this point, I don't really know how dangerous he is, and I just kind of want to make him go away as quickly as possible. So I'm going to throw my javelin at him. So a 30-feet range javelin attack.
Okay.
Is Squashy about to get javelin?
No, because I fucking critted.
You crit. Wait.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 25 to hit.
Maybe. That hits.
25 to hit.
Double damage.
Oh, gosh. Double damage. So it's 7 damage. So, 14.
Woo.
Mm.
Wonderful. Anything else for you, my friend?
How does he look?
Yeah, he's all right. So
he's all right. Does he look angry? Does he?
Well, yeah, it's not improved his mood, I have to say, getting shafted with a javelin.
Yeah.
He don't like it up him.
All right, cool. Well, I think that since he's been stuck, since he's stuck, I think that I should probably give him another go, shouldn't I? A bonus attack or rage is my bonus attack, isn't it?
Usually,
Yeah,
like
bonus
I'll say
Yeah.
to rage.
bonus action enter rage for up to 1 minute. So yeah, let's fucking yeah. What do I,
Yeah, so it
or
won't
do I
do
have to do that?
anything this turn if you rage.
No, it
but
won't do
it'll
anything
be-
this turn.
it'll be
Oh, but
up to
in that case, that's my action.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my whole turn. That's my whole turn.
Cool. All right. Wicked. So up next is Mr. Captain with Ira, you're going to be up after. Okay. So the bandit captain, as Squashy is right there, is going to take some swings at him.
Disadvantage.
Taste the vomit.
I'm going to mute for a second, guys.
How are you taking so long to figure that out? Even I've worked that out after. All right. Well, that's disadvantage. So I'll roll another one anyway. Why is it so slow tonight?
I know, that's
That's
why
why I
used
went
to.
straight to my phone.
Yeah, I rolled offline for some reason when it's on your same.
So Gary went old school, just started pulling dice out of thin air. Just
Yeah.
Right. Problem is, all right, let me do it this way. You just get into the character and start.
Bushy. It is worse when you've got the encounter open as well, and you're managing the encounter.
Yeah,
you
well, that's what I was
You might want to go analog.
What the fuck? It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, sort this out. Right. Let me get in to a character.
Yes, sorted.
There we go. D20.
Believe it or not, I have prepared 20. I know 25 spells.
How many are verbal?
One.
Okay. So, sorry, right, folks. So the captain takes his first swipe at you with his disadvantage on his next attack and gets a 10.
that does not hit.
That does not hit. Unfortunately, Mr. Captain gets another attack, so this one is not at disadvantage.
Well, I'm hoping that it's just going to be two idiots just swiping each other and missing.
That is pretty much how it looks at the minute, because his next attack he rolled a 3. So
you'd have to add those two together to get this guy.
Isn't it like it's like in a pub? You're just pushing each other, going, "Yeah, come on, then, come on, yeah."
But his last attack gets a 14.
Oh, that hits! That hits! That hits!
Okay.
He has 3 attacks.
Yeah.
3
And the
attacks.
captain, nice.
That's a D4. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I fucked up. It's fine.
So you take 4 points of damage as he kind of swipes at you with his scimitar, and as he spins, he catches you just across your cheek with a dagger, kind of back palmed, and nicks just across you. Yeah, taking 4 points of slashing damage there. Out of the recesses now, and what you guys all start to see is there are other bandits kind of jumping into view, coming out from the doorways of the keep, coming out from the sides, and these are all coming behind the captain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 more in total, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Let it be known that on the sight of blood, Lord Susan is quite anxious. Lord Susan is quite anxious and kind of smoothing her hair at an alarming rate while she figures out what to do next.
Okay, wicked. So, Ari, you're up next with Rahara. You're on point.
Yeah. So I think just double check something. Exactly. So for now, I'll just stay where I am.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot with my longbow. Go pew.
Okay.
On the bandit.
Wicked.
And see, I had a 16.
Nice.
16 hits.
Yay! 16 hits. And so,
This is on the captain in front, yeah.
yeah, this is the big guy. I'll just let that go for now. So that will do 4 piercing damage.
Cool.
As my Drake's reaction, can it infuse that strike?
Okay.
So it's also going to do. When it sees a target with a hit with a weapon tag and infuses it, so it does an extra 1d6 lightning damage,
Wicked.
which is 6 lightning.
Wicked.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to command my Drake to bite. And it's got a speed of 40
Ooh.
feet. So I'm going to send the Drake to run in and bite the captain.
Cool.
Because he is the bestest boy. And
Oops.
once I find my Drake, with the I know his feet is there. So my bite is it's a +3 plus proficiency bonus to hit, so it's +5. Okay. Misses. I got an 8.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that misses. That's fine.
All right. Rahara, you're next
yeah.
with Susie on point.
I look up at Susie, and she's 4 minutes. Hang on, who's next?
You're now, Rahara. With
Yeah, you're next, Rahara.
I look up at
Yeah.
Susan,
Yeah.
and she is foaming at the mouth, I reckon, because she's raging so much.
She's getting angry.
And I pull my ear to one side, and all I do is I wring the ear out, and I get one drop of water. I rub between my fingers with my face closed, and I pull it, and I pull it, and I pull it, and I get like a knife, a bladed thing comes out.
Ooh.
I lob it like a javelin. See where we're going with it? And I throw it, and it's a 10.
10. Do you get any proficiency bonus with that?
Maybe spell 20 plus 5. No, that's it. 10.
10. 10 does not hit him, I'm afraid. Oh, I assume you're aiming at the captain as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
hit on
10,
this.
unfortunately.
Hit on this. Sorry. Hit on this. The target and each creature within 5 foot must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Ooh,
Excellent work.
okay. Oh, no, they're fucking working. Right. Oh, he passes, I'm going to say, because it's a 22.
Of course, he passes.
Yeah. Does he take half damage or?
No. And it's anything within 5 feet. Just saying. Sorry, dragon.
Okay.
And squashy.
Yeah. So the Drake and Squashy needs to make a dex save then.
My Drake's got a +3. No,
20.
+5 to its dex save.
23.
13 was a pass. So.
22 for the Drake.
Wicked. Everyone is fine that time. However, given that the length of time that you guys have been going, it's not quite there yet. But Rara, you feel like there might be slight movement between your lips now. Tranekoptishwami Derek Horsley.
Very good.
You're up.
Sure.
With Squashy, you're on point after, yeah?
Cool.
So I will clap my hands together, rub them, and a green glow appears, and I will blow it. And as this mist of green glow goes towards the bandit captain, and if there's any of his men within 20 feet of him, doesn't matter if there's not. Forms
Within 20
into
feet,
little...
yes, there would be.
Okay, so as many of them as it gets, might only be a couple.
Okay.
Forms into green glowing snakes, and they curl around them. So I cast fairy fire. So anyone hitting them gets advantage.
Nice.
Very nice work.
Nice. Fairy fire is
And
great.
then spiritual weapon, which is a big staff with a fanged cobra on the top. And I'm going to send it over to bonk him with it.
On the captain again.
Sorry?
On the captain again, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck
So,
the other bandits.
gotta-
We'll deal with them once the captain's dead.
Yeah. Once they see him go down. Oh,
Mate,
crap.
My sickle look really shit, Susie. Thanks.
It wasn't half stealthy.
On the wrong one. Sorry. Right, spiritual weapon. So cast that. Oh, right. I've already cast it. So make a melee spell attack. Okay, well, let me do it. Oh, damn it. Right. I need to... what do I add to it? So I had 4. I got a 14 to hit him with the spiritual weapon. Oh, it's with advantage though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got fairy fire. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's no better. So we'll take the 10 for the 14. Right,
That
I'm
doesn't
done.
hit him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, it's...
Okay, that's it from
Yeah.
Susie. Cool. Squashy, you're up. Large Susan, you're next.
I'm going to try and hand axe him again. I'm going straight for the hand axe. Since we're standing next to each other. Oh, hello. 23 to hit.
Boom, that hits, baby.
All right. Okay.
And you
so
have
that does-
advantage.
You do have advantage, so you can roll again. You've
Do I need
hit.
to roll again?
You can
You
get
might
nat
get a crit.
20.
I suppose so. No. 16.
Okay.
So I already rolled for the damage. So annoyingly, it's only 5 damage, which is a bit
Okay.
rubbish. Do I get a surprise attack with that? Once per
You're not
combat, if I
rogue.
surprise a creature and hit it with an attack on my first turn in combat, the attack deals an extra 2d6 damage to it. But I do appreciate that that wasn't my first attack, but it was my first attack of this particular combat. That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, correct. So that's per combat. So if you'd have hit last round, you'd have done that.
Understood. So that's like the first encounter. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's your first turn on every combat.
Absolutely.
So once we're through this combat with all of these bandits, if you went into another combat against a giant toad, you'd have the same thing again.
For argument's sake, even if I ran away and hid behind a rock for a turn, it's not a new combat when I come back because the combat's ongoing.
No,
It's not, I'm afraid.
Roger. No, understood.
you got to disengage.
Understood.
Squashy's got a bit of flash out left in him.
No. Squashies don't run. They run towards action. Okay, well, I have to use a different for my dual wielding. I have to use something else. So I'm going back to the tried and trusted sickle.
Yeah.
We'll give that a go. We'll give that a go.
Reaction starts
Wait.
at the beginning of the round, doesn't it? It doesn't take like back to your turn. Like a reaction's just at the beginning of each combat round.
Correct.
It gets
Yeah.
refreshed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Am I on advantage for this roll as well?
Yes.
13. That doesn't hit, does it?
Does not, I'm afraid.
Okay. So that's me just slashing at thin air.
All right. You're chipping him down. Large Susan, you're up with the bandit captain and then the bandits next.
Yeah. Lord Susan is in some distress, which always manifests as her thinking that her hair is out of place. So she goes to her little panda pouch and she brings out a comb made of bear teeth and starts combing her hair, which busts her open, and so blood starts pouring down her face. And as the crimson mask appears on Large Susan, she rages with the might of a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Fucking militant! Large Susan is now in a full rage. Although she does take a moment to put her comb away neatly and lick off the blood, and if you allow it, DM, up close and personal now with the captain and using a great axe melee weapon to attack him.
Come on!
Fighting a foe, and he fucking quit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, this is what I forgot to do last time. When he crits, can Bolt, because he's within 30 feet and he can see this, Bolt can infuse his strike too.
Also,
Yeah, but Bolt wouldn't get double damage because he wouldn't know if it's a crit or not.
That's okay. That's
that
but
makes
either
sense.
way,
That makes
that's
sense.
fair. That's fair. But either way, he's going to
Bit
infuse your
clarity.
strike. Do you also get 1d6
yeah.
lightning damage?
Okay, so yeah, 25 to hit DM.
Yeah, man, of course that hits.
I was just asking because you always bloody ask you bloody DM. All right, cool. So damage is 10. Yes, damage is 10, but I get +2 that it doesn't add on automatically, so it's 12. As a crit, is that 24? And then you said plus D6
An extra
over
d6.
as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
D6
24
lightning
plus.
So is that because I can't see because I've not got the log up? Is that
Tell me.
It was a normal roll of 10, plus his 2
Yeah.
for raging.
yeah?
Plus 2 for agent,
The
and then
rage- yeah.
double because it.
But does it? What I wanted to know is because when you crit, doesn't D&D Beyond add on your additional dice? So what I
Doesn't
wanted to know is
seem
are you
to.
doubling
It
a
doesn't
double
seem to have
or-
done that.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
It doesn't seem to have
That's
done
all I
that.
wanted
You
to
can
know,
go
whether it
through
does
the log and check, but it doesn't seem to have done
No, that's
that.
fine.
It's-
No, it has.
it's-
It's done 5 plus. It's done 5 plus 2 plus 3. It's done 2d12
Yeah, it's all
plus
correct.
3 damage.
I
Yeah, so
can't.
the
I
10
can't
is
get it up
limited.
because the fucking
then
thing's
but that
friendly,
should-
so I can't.
But that
you
should
normally
double as
have-
well because it was a crit, no?
No. So you
No,
would
it's rolled
normally have
2d12.
1d12. It's roll 2d12 for you.
Oh, all right, cool. So I get 10 plus a D6. That's what it's
Plus
saying.
a d6. Yes.
Okay, cool. And the D6
Plus
is
2 that's not there because you said you got
Yeah,
2
plus-
anyway, right?
Yeah, plus your
okay,
2 for
cool. So
raging.
the D6 is a 6, so plus 2, so that's 10 plus 6 plus the 2 is 18 damage.
So
Boom.
18 damage. 6 of it is lightning.
Six
Okay,
of it's
wicked.
lightning, yes. Okay. Thanks for your help, guys.
He is
Right.
pretty battered.
We're all learning new classes right now. It's fine. I found out my Drake can't fly until 7th level. You know what I mean?
While we were following it flying in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
What you've bought,
Literally just.
what you've brought to the party is a scaly ferret.
It is what I thought. But it's a cute
Which is fine by me.
ferret, so it's fine.
Swallow the light bulb.
All right.
So his infused strikes won't get won't get the double bonus. If
The
he is
D6.
yeah, on a crit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause-
so we could take a house ruling on it, but my interpretation would be
It says when
Like,
another
if it's
creature within
infusing
30
it.
feet of the drake that it can see hits a target with a weapon attack, the drake infuses the strike with its essence, causing the target to take an extra 1d6 damage of the type determined by the drake's draconic essence. So it'd be lightning because blue. I'm
Yeah.
happy either way.
we could take a house rule on it. I mean, I can see arguments for and against for both. So
It's
Just
just
have-
so
yeah.
I know for future, because then if that's the case, I'm not waiting for. Like, I don't mind that it hasn't. I want to make that clear. I don't mind. But then it's no, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's crit. Like, it's cool. I'll just do whoever's doing the most damage, which probably will be Large Susan anyway.
Yeah, it's always going to be
let's
like
be,
Susan.
yeah, let's be honest. So that's cool. That's
Okay.
cool.
let's carry on.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from Large Susan?
And I think that's all I can do.
Large Susan is just critting left, right, and centre.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
It's Mr. Bandit Captain's go with the bandits up next. So you're gonna have to bear with me because there's gonna be a hell of a lot of rolls coming up.
Are all the bandits going his turn? Fuck.
No, they have this. So they were all together in a separate roll, but they all rolled 18 on initiative. So they all fall in between basically you and Large Susan.
Fuck. TPK. TPK.
So
Already.
right. So that's a 24. Sorry, this is all still going after Squashy because he was the one he started attacking.
Because he's the
to start
coolest.
off with.
You can say it because he's the coolest. That's fine. That hits, obviously.
But that was not a crit, so it's only 1d6. So 7 points of damage.
Squashy's gonna die.
17, so I'm going to say that hits, I'm assuming.
Yes.
6 points of damage.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's gonna be a
And
one
What's your
shot.
next
that's-
character gonna be, Dan?
That's only a 12 to hit.
The coward. No,
Is
that
last
misses. That misses.
Fine. So that's that. So then Bandit A, which is on the left, is going to attack.
PJ hasn't been here, and PJ just said we're about to find out if Squashy is squishy, and he hasn't been here. He doesn't know, which is even funnier.
Lord Susan, rage for me.
Squatchy flips the table.
I love that he doesn't
That
know.
misses. He's going to attack Large Susan. He, I'm guessing, will hit because that's 21. Ooh, let me skip
Squashy
16.
doesn't like it when people call him squishy or when people question why he's called Squashy, and if you do, then he gets really mad.
He gets in
So
this case he gets so mad all of his internal organs are about to fail. That's how mad he gets.
So, Large Susan, you're raging, so just remember you take half damage, but it's 8
Yeah.
points of damage in total, so take 4, yeah?
Yeah, fine.
One more on Large Susan.
See worse.
Misses, it was a 5. Then we've got the Drake. Bolt. Oh, that's a crit.
Way! Is this on Bolt, is it?
Yes.
That's fine.
That's 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. That's that one. Then there's one more on Bolt. Ah, that's another crit. Fuck off.
Fucking
What is going on
hell.
tonight?
There's loads of crits tonight. This is good.
5. So that's 8 points of damage on.
Bolt is still alive. Bolt is
Unlike
down to
Squashy.
1 HP, but Bolt is
Right.
still alive.
And then I've got you 3, so I'm going to roll a d6. So that is Large Susan. For him,
Bolt, can I just say, Bolt's armor class is 16, by the way. So, like, it's having 2 crits.
16 on Large Susan. Does that hit?
Yes, DM 16 hits.
16 hits. That is 6 points, so 3 points of damage for you. And then one more on Large Susan. And that one will hit. So they roll a 13, so it's 18. And 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 points of damage
For me.
on you, Large Susan, and then it's Aaron Drake with Rahara up after that.
Okay,
Whew. Sorry about that, guys.
I was gonna
Mhm.
have to see. I'm assuming they're all pretty grouped up at this point.
Yeah, so they've all kind of come in basically behind the captain now. So there's the front 3. So the captain and the first 2 bandits have all got fairy fire on them, and then the rest have kind of grouped in behind and spun
Okay.
around either ways to get them.
I was,
We will have maps
Gonna-
working next time, but
yeah, I'm gonna basically try and position it where I want her to call the Drake back 5 feet, but she's going to run
Okay.
forward, and then I wanted to do her breath weapon to catch as many of them as possible. And it's a 15-foot cone,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
and they've got to make con saves.
So given where, so you can either do it so you can get more of them, like a wider cone, but you will get Squashy and Susan.
That's fine. I get advantage on saves.
And not get them, but get fewer people because it will be within a narrower part of the cone.
Squashy, how damaged are you?
You do what you got to do. We barely know each other. We only met in the wagon like.
That is
20
very
minutes ago.
true. Catch everyone. I want everyone.
All right, true.
I do not know.
So
these
they've
people.
got to make con saves, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 on a fail or half as much on a success.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's bring this up.
So either way, that everyone there's 2d6 being rolled. It's just however much damage.
So the bandit captain got 14.
So he passed. So it's 11. They've got to pass.
Okay, cool.
Same for Squashy.
So-
Same for Large Susan.
Mega fail.
11 con.
Yeah, fail.
Okay. Susan.
3.
What am I rolling?
Con
Con.
save.
Con save while I'm raging. So I rolled 10, but I get advantage while I'm raging, though.
Then roll again.
Okay. So
17 is the best roll.
Okay. So you're fine.
Okay, so I've got 3. So the bandit captain passed, 3 of the bandits passed, and other 3 failed.
Okay, so the ones who passed take 4 cold damage, and the ones who fail take 8.
Does that
Cold
include?
damage.
Does that include me?
And then yeah, Squashy, you would take 8, and Susan, you would take 4. That doesn't get halved because it's cold,
Okay.
so you would just take 4 cold damage.
Your boy Squashy. Your boy
Nice.
Squashy.
I passed it now. I got
Dead.
17. I passed it. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, but even on a save, even
down.
on a
Take
save,
4.
you take damage. You take 4 because that's the
No
one.
problem,
I have
thank you.
used my breath weapon now. We'll
Okay,
heal
cool.
you.
Thanks,
It's fine.
It's alright.
And then that was her action. So as a bonus action, she's gonna get her Drake to bite the captain again.
Well, this is good.
And the Drake gets advantage, you said, right? Because of Fairy Fire.
It's got fairy fire, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just finding my Drake. I need to make. I'm gonna write out my Drake's bloody sheet next time. Because trying to find everything's a nightmare. It's got a. Where's my bite? Because they'll tell me. +3, plus P, so +5 with advantage. So I've got my first one is a 16, and my second one is a 17.
Both hit.
So it only gets the 1. So it does 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. 1d6. Only 1. So 3 piercing damage on the bite.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so Rahara, you're next with Susie up on point.
Still can't talk.
Not quite.
You
This
okay.
movement is not quite. So you could. I say you can't talk. You could probably cast your spells where you can open your lips a little bit, but there's another side that is also.
Okay.
Because if you've got movement in your lips, you'll be able to get something out, right?
Dan, are you mad at PJ's pun?
No, I enjoyed it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Squashy's now a slushy.
So I've got my hat tucked in my belt. I pull up my hat. I put my hand into my hat. And I feel around a bit and I pull some components out. and then I flick my finger at the main dude, I guess. And I would like to do Tasha's Mind Whip, which is a 13 intelligence saving roll.
Okay. Where is my captain? Intelligence. He's a +2. Let's have a look. He rolls a 10. +2 is a 12.
Fail.
Fail.
So let me roll for the damage, see if it does him in. Just roll. Plus 4, 8. Plus 6 or 9. 14 damage.
Boom. What do you do to him?
Right, exactly that. He just falls to his knees in agony as inside his brain it feels like he's having nastiness, like inside of his brain is being lobotomized.
Nice.
Awesome. His eyes glaze and he kind of drops to his knees and drops to the floor. Boom. He is down, but the bandits are still up, although looking pretty unsure about things right now. Is there anything else you're doing, Rahara?
I'm staying exactly where I am.
Okay. All right, wicked. So, Susie, you're next with Squashy, your first death save coming up.
Cool. So, I mean, I'm going to run up to Squashy and I'm going to kneel down next to him and I'm going to hold my shield up to protect us and I'm going to lick the side of his face. And I'm going to cast Spare the Dying, and then I whisper into his ear as he starts to stabilize. May your suffering continue for many years yet, not on my watch. And then I will cast Healing Word on him as well for my bonus action.
Wicked.
And he gets 4 hit points back.
What a fucked up thing.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Susie feels good.
So he gets back to 4 hit points. So just in time, as Squashy, you are back to your 4 hit points. You've, feeling probably slightly violated by the fact that Susie's just licked you, but
You didn't see that
4 hit points.
I was dead for that bit. That's fine.
I tasted vomit.
Minty vomit.
Yummo.
So there's still 7. There's still 7 bad dudes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6, not 7. My apologies. There's 6 more
6 bad
after
dudes.
the bandit captain.
Okay. Can I try and shoot one of them with a longbow? Or am I how close am I today? Are they exactly
Yeah,
where-
so if you think the bandit captain was kind of in front of you, and these guys are just behind on either side, so they're probably 10 feet, so they're just out of reach in terms of they don't get an opportunity of attack or anything like that. As you
Okay.
stand up or you go in.
Can I
Probably a bit too short for a longbow.
can I move and then shoot?
Absolutely.
I'm going to move and I'm going to situate myself somewhere close to but slightly behind Large Susan.
Okay.
Good idea.
And I am going to have a pop at one of them with the longbow, whichever one is
Alright.
the closest.
Cool. Bandit A.
And 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yay!
Now my question is, as I was dead, is this a new combat? I'm joking, I know it's not. Oh, I thought that was rubbish from it. Oh, no, it's quite rubbish. 10 damage.
That's not that rubbish. You've killed him.
Great.
How's it happen?
Whee! It goes with my longbow, I put it back, I ping it as it's flying through air in slow motion and giving it one of them, one of the old Robin Hoods. I say, this is for Marla. And it goes bang, right in the guy's head. He spins round twice, arms flailing, flops on the floor, dead. Stone dead. Easy. I only had to die once to kill one of them, so we're getting there.
Boom. I love it. I love it. Anything else?
Nothing from me.
Cool.
I will
Large
say,
Susan.
I saved Squashy the embarrassment of dying to a bandit by killing you myself. Like, you're welcome.
That's true. And if anything, it's going to have bonded us closer as warriors, I feel.
Yes.
You died to lightning, which is the cool way to go out.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I now smell like vomit and burnt hair. Thanks for that.
The bright
Actually,
spark
you
of
died
the
to
group.
cold. You died to cold, not lightning.
Oh.
So if anything, I
Like
contained
fire.
the vomit smell.
All right, Large Susan, you're up.
Who's the closest baddie to me?
Bandit
How
B
far?
and Bandit C.
Okay, Bandit B and C. Bandit B is closest, so let's rage with the great axe on Bandit B.
Whoop, whoop.
18 to hit.
That hits.
It's 5 plus. So it's 8 damage plus 2 because I'm raging, so 10 damage. on
Boom.
Bandit
How'd you
B.
take him out?
Yeah. I jump towards him with the great axe over my head, and as I land, split him down the middle and roar at him. So there's spit and the blood that's coming down from my forehead is sort of spurting all over him. So there's this mix of my spit and this fountain of blood out of his neck, and the blood off of my shiny new haircut. And then I just turn and glare at Bandit B and roar at them. And that's the end of my go.
All right,
Bandit
wicked.
C, sorry. That's the end of my go.
Strong.
Cool. Just give me an intimidation check.
Not great. 5.
Okay. Cool. That's all right.
You
So-
jumped, you split someone in half, and you turned around to others and went, "Arr!"
Okay.
You're on.
They're gonna take a quick swipe.
It's the
at
epitome
you.
of a child having a proper
Which
tantrum.
hits.
Really getting out of hand, and the parents just laughing, going, "Oh, isn't this adorable?"
Well, I mean, she is there wearing a teddy bear sweater and a panda like purse. You know, like there are levels to what adds to the visual.
So, Large Susan, you take. It would have been 9, so 4 points of damage. As that's 9 halved, lowered, and you also get an attack of opportunity as this bandit turns to leave as the other 3 start to disperse
Perfect.
away.
Before that happens, I
Yeah.
roar again. I roar again and use Stone's Endurance, so I can reduce damage dealt to me by D12 plus 2. So essentially, I just want to shake this. I want to shake it off.
Nice.
So D12 plus 2. So I rolled 4 plus 2. So I rolled 6. So I don't take any damage from
Wicked.
the.
So I like to
Bandit
think
C.
as you roar, they're kind of the Goliath, the stone nature in your Goliath is you're kind of quite closely twinned to some of the giants. Your skin kind of hardens, and the scimitar that it goes to attack with just kind of snaps back from it without causing any issue to you whatsoever. Take your attack of opportunity.
Oh. Motherfucker! 10.
Just 10 hit.
Nowhere near.
He didn't
I
have
mean-
any fire on him.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that. Nowhere near.
I think you've all gone now.
Ah,
Yeah, so yeah, they're all dead. The ones that had fairy
damn
fire on.
it.
Sadly, it doesn't. It's AC 12 to beat them. However,
Fine.
they all start to disperse and they all start to go away. If you guys wish to take them out, they're not engaging with you; they're legging it. So you either try and have what I'm going to say. If you've got a ranged weapon, you can have one more attack on them, see if you can take some of them down. Alternatively, you can just let them disperse.
Now I'm gonna shoot.
All right.
Whichever
Anyone else
one.
want to shoot?
So next up on this thing, it would be Drake and Ira. So
I How far away when they ran? Were they more than? Could Drake chase them for 40? Because he's got a 40 feet speed.
Oh yeah, easily because they're yeah.
Cool.
they're
Then
only
she's
30
gonna
feet.
shoot with one, and she got 25.
That hits.
And then that. She keeps rolling shit. So that's only 3 damage.
1, 2, 3, or 4 because you didn't say which one you were hitting. So
I don't know. She would have gone for whichever one's probably the nearest.
ooh, to you, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So that's 3 damage. Was that sorry?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
cool.
Drake would have chased whichever one was nearest to him, thinking it's a game,
Okay.
and then biting.
All right.
So. Which is a dirty
hits.
20. And then Drake would do 1d6 plus. So 6 damage in his bite.
Wicked. Drake takes one of them out. How does he take them down?
Oh, 100% he thinks he's got a new toy. He's just literally he bites after them. Basically like a dog with a new toy, like, "Argh!" And then just starts chewing on the bone. And I think he's really happy. You know when a dog's found a stick on the ground and they're so fucking proud of themselves? Like, this is what he's doing. This Drake is so happy.
Amazing. Okay. So Rahara, you're up next with Susie next. However, don't feel like you have to take some of them out.
I have
Three
walked in.
left. They're running.
I'm walking up to large Susan.
Yeah.
I look up, I touch her face, and I cast Prestidigitation, and all of the blood on her face ends, and her hair becomes straight again.
Aww.
The sun is going down, big guy.
Amazing.
And with the rest of my movement, I carry on towards the
keep.
Yeah.
Wicked.
I hold
Okay.
Rahara's hand and follow them. Towards the
Is there anyone else looking to take any of them out whilst they're fleeing?
Susie is yes.
Cool, Susie.
I would just like to take out my crossbow and line one up with a little
Boom.
chuckle.
All right.
Fire at the back of one.
Go for it.
I got an 18 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
And 8 damage.
Cool. How does it take him out?
It thuds right between his shoulder blades, and then I look at Squashy and go, "Are you okay, Squashy? Do you want to go and get hurt some more?"
Don't know how to take that. Did you
And-
lick your lips as you said it? That was weird.
I did. And what it was is I wasn't looking when I fired. I was talking to you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
All right. So there's 2 left running away.
Well, can I?
So it would be Large Susan and Squashy. Squashy and then Large Susan that would get their chance, and then they will have gone. All right.
Right. Ignore my million dice rolls.
I'm gonna pull out the old longbow and
Yeah.
carry on the conversation with Susie. While still this is gonna go wrong, but we'll give it a go. So I aim at one of the 2, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
DM. And get a 10.
Unfortunately, a 10 doesn't hit.
So yeah, you know how that goes. I look at Susie and just.
All right. And as Large Susan's walking hand in hand with Rahara towards the keep, they're going to end the combat
go.
and come out.
Yeah.
Good work, everyone. So you are there with the keep, and after taking. Sorry,
Can I
Ira,
use
go
that?
ahead.
Sorry, can I use that spell slot just to do the good berries spell? That extra
Absolutely.
spell slot I had,
Yep.
and then seeing as I killed you, I'm gonna just like off. Do I need to roll? It says up to 10 berries. Do I need to roll how many berries I create?
I don't know. We could have a look at it. I would say for now, just say you created 10.
Okay, I create 10 berries, and I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
offer it and be like, to whoever's damaged, like these will heal. If you want some, take as many as you want. There's only 10 though, so like, share, and it'll basically heal you 1 hit point per berry.
Um,
So like,
does anyone mind if Squashy takes some of these berries?
You can have all of Lord Susan's berries. Lord Susan hunts us out.
Well, thank you.
oh,
That's why we're pals. I don't even ask
She's a
Susie.
terror.
I'm not,
Susie doesn't need a berry.
I'm not sure I trust Susie.
Oh, actually, no. Can Susie take a berry, please?
Yes.
Even though
yeah,
she
take
doesn't need
one,
one.
yeah.
And then he'll pop it in front of Squash's eyes.
Susie. That is so Susie.
That is so Susie.
If you eat all 9, then it was still you'll heal 9.
It's 9, is it? Okay, I'm gonna eat all
It's
9.
just one. Yeah, it's just 1 per berry. The magic only lasts for a day, and
So-
technically it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. So you are
So-
now just like very full.
Are they temporary hit points then?
No, they're heal.
No,
Oh.
yeah, it's 1 hit point per berry. I will wipe my
This
hand
is
on
this-
your fur.
Yeah, this is the spell that if a life cleric takes, because if they heal somebody anyway, there's +3. And for the first level spell with all 10 of them, you can heal somebody 40 HP.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's OP in the wrong hands. But yeah, you heal 9 because I feel bad for killing you. So, sorry about that.
When it comes to war and aggression, whatever happens, happens. I feel bad about essentially allowing myself to be killed, but I'll get over it.
Okay, well,
Doggo on stream. Woohoo.
Doggo is on stream.
I've started a new tally. It says you died, and it's got a 1 against it.
All right. So you guys,
I would magically heal you, but that's going to cost valuable spell slots. You ain't getting that.
I don't want you to heal me. I also don't want you to lick me. Remember that next time.
Out comes the forked tongue and gives a flick.
So you look at this keep, and it is pretty broken down and beaten up. 2 floors up, you guys see that there is a painted blue stone. Exactly as they said, not very worthless, not very worthful looking. As it's 2 stories up and there are no evident ways for you to get there, we're going to say have a think about how you may want to get this stone for when we join us back next week.
Excellent. Lovely.
Thank you very much for playing, guys. Thank you very much. You almost got through your first encounter unscathed, although it was quite a tough encounter for you.
I love our characters already. They're such assholes, the lot of them. Minus Large Susan. Large Susan's a sweetheart, and the rest of us are such dicks.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
TJ literally said this is like such a long way from Pretoria. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know you fuckers. You can all die.
Well,
So
I learned something today. Don't charge your enemies with sickles. Simple as that. invest those extra golds on the full scythe. You want the full sweeping.
I like it. So guys, thank you very much. You're pretty much at the end. There's a few extra bits depending on what you choose to do, obviously, to get the stone and get back. But I fully imagine by the end of next week's episode, we are going to be fully immersed into Storm King's Thunder and all going on ahead.
Thank you, Bushy. Thank you, DM.
Thank you.
It's all good. So before we head off, as we do our usual, we will say thank you once more to Lost Boys Pizza.
Yay!
And to a Monkey's Emporium. And last but not least, to Shade Glass Games. Thank you very much all for playing. Thank you very much for watching. We have been Tales from the Lost Emporium. Good night and awkward wave.
Bye.